So, Crystal Lake is going ahead. This is the Friday the 13th prequel series. It is going ahead now. So, this is with A24. A24 branching into TV. They previously lost Brian Fuller. Now they've got Brad Caleb Kane, someone you probably never heard of, but most recently worked on It, Welcome to Derry for HBO. So, not bad. You know, they seem to be really going full pelt with this. They really want to make this a thing. I think Brian Fuller would have been the better pick, quite frankly. But it says here, look, Crystal Lake Peacock's upcoming Friday the 13th prequel series from Studio A24 has found its new showrunner in Brad Caleb Kane, Deadline has learned. So in addition to showrunning, Kane will serve as a series creator, writer, and executive producer. So this is, do you remember how we were all saying, hey, the writer's strike, they've shot themselves in the foot here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Better for us, worse for them, because he is the showrunner and writer. Remember, that was one of their deals that they made?
Yeah.
They could hire one writer if that person was also the showrunner and wrote the whole season. So he's that, which is a good thing because it's one concise like vision throughout the thing. No mandated for garbage writers' rooms. So that's kind of a good thing, but it's interesting to see this trickle down into the news without people actually saying it. So we'll scroll down here. So basically, first announced in October 2022, Crystal Lake's plot specifics are being kept under wraps. In addition to Kane, executive producers on the series include A24 Victor Miller, who wrote the screenplay, Victor Miller's copyright attorney, Mark Toberoff, which would be part of his deal for getting the copyright back to him, I'm sure, Robert M. Barsamian and Robert P. Barsamian. The project will mark A24's first major IP-driven project amid recent efforts to expand in a more commercial direction. Here's a little statement from Brad Caleb. Says, from the moment I watched Jason Voorhees squeeze a guy's eyeball out of its socket in glorious 3D at the tender age of 8, I knew my creative path was someday destined to converge with the man behind the mask. Nothing defined my childhood more than growing up in the golden age of the slasher flick, and nothing's defined the genre more than Friday the 13th. I couldn't be more excited for the opportunity to contribute a chapter to this iconic franchise, particularly with such fearless partners as Peacock and A24. Well, I mean, that's it, really. So what else has he done? Again, most recently, he was on It, Welcome to Derry. I mean, that's, you know, he also did Tokyo Vice, Warrior, Moonhaven, Lodge 49, Black Sails, Fringe, Crash, Extinction, The Banker, things like that.
Did I see earlier in the article that he was a part of Star Trek Discovery? Yeah, right there in parentheses.
No, that's Brian Fuller.
Oh, Brian. Okay. All right, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
So I mean, I don't give a shit about this prequel series because what's it going to be about? It's not going to be that interesting.
Yeah.
Again, I can't see this being particularly great. Like, it's a prequel. Freddy's not around. So what's the story going to be? Unless they're going to just make a new...
I can tell you what the story is going to be.
Jason's not around. So unless they're going to make a new Jason, but with someone else, like...
I can tell you exactly what the story is going to be, Mr. H. You want to hear it?
Well, go on.
So this is going to be the story. It's going to be Jason as a kid and his mom. And that's it. This is going to be, I guarantee you, this is going to be a bait and switch. We're not going to get Jason Voorhees in the hockey mask. And if we do, I bet it will be very brief, not a main part of it. Maybe it's showing him walking around or slouched down or something and thinking, and then it's him thinking back to his childhood or something, you know, and that's going to be about it. I guarantee you that's what they're going to do, because I don't know what else are you going to do on a prequel. I mean,
yeah. I have no idea. That's what I mean. Like, what on...
Yeah, and his mom, she's gonna be like the bestest mom ever, strong female character, single mom, raising her, future axe murdering son.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
Machete
So
wielding psycho.
yeah, I guarantee you that's what it's going to be about. We are not going to get. This is not going to be a typical Friday the 13th with Jason running around in a hockey mask or anything like that.
Well, they can't get away with as much on television as they do in a cinema.
Yeah.
Well, it's on streaming, isn't it? It's Peacock, so actually they can. Because there's no ratings on them, is there?
Yeah. Since it's going straight to streaming, so yeah, I'm sure it'll probably be R-rated. If they make it PG-13, oh god.
Well, they don't even get ratings on streaming. That's the thing.
Oh, no show's got ratings on streaming?
No show has a rating on streaming. If it's made for streaming, there's no actual rating service for it.
I never paid attention to that or noticed it.
Look it up.
Yeah. Oh, I believe you. I did not know that.
Culture? I mean, I think this is lame, but what do you think?
I was already kind of set against this from the first time I heard about it. Then I heard it was going to go away. Then I was excited. Then I heard it's coming back. Then I'm kind of bummed out. This is not going to work out well, and I'm not going to watch it. And I'm just saying, it's just.
What if I make you?
This one you actually can't make me watch. I won't.
That's what you think.
I would maybe.
We might do live watch-alongs on the show.
I'll definitely watch. Like, if you're wanting to talk about it, I'll definitely watch the first episode. If the first episode's like complete trash, then maybe we're like, oh yeah, God, F this show. But I'm also curious, are they gonna drop this episodes, one episode a week, or is this gonna be a full series drop all at one time?
I would think. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm not good. There's no way this will be good. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah,
it's got too many fingerprints from too many bad idea people for this to be good.
I would much rather see a Jason versus Freddy versus Michael Myers versus Hellraiser film.
I never liked that idea, to be fair. But
no, it sucks. It's a sucky idea. But I mean, I'm just saying, I would rather watch that than this prequel series, because I think that's what they're going to end up doing with this.
Some of these prequels are a fun idea, but when so like Jason Voorhees wasn't in the original, right? So he wasn't around in the original. So, and he died as a child,
not
as a man. So doing a sequel to the first one is just doing a sequel to his death, a prequel, sorry, to his death and his mother being a murderer. Because again, it's based on the original writer's script, right? Like it's a prequel to the original writer's script. And that's all about the mother being a psycho murderer. So it just feels a bit lame.
Yeah. And he didn't even get the mask till part 3 of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you, the thing is, and that's why I'm saying this, I think this is going to be a bait and switch, because they're going to use the hockey mask and Jason a ton in the marketing. Crystal Lake, prequel series, Jason Voorhees, and they're going to be showing images and stuff of him with the mask, and we might get a snippet of it, but the main story, I guarantee you, is going to be him as a kid growing up with his mom and how messed up his childhood was. Sort of similar to Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. What a lame. I don't know. I think this will be lame, to be fair. I think this will be pretty lame.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We got a I got a super sticker from Zombie Box Reviews. Thank you so much, man. Dane C as well says there was the Friday the 13th anthology series in the 90s. I never watched that actually. Was that any good? Anyone watch that?
I don't remember it.
Was he talking about the TV series?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah. I watched it all the time. It had zero to do with Jason Voorhees.
Oh.
It was basically a weekly episodic, scary episode of the week. It was just some investigators investigating stuff. It literally had zero to do with the Friday the 13th movies. Absolutely nothing.
Israel R. Super chat $5 on Streamlabs says the Crystal Lake series with Mama Voorhees before the drowning of Jason just doesn't excite me outside of a pseudo crime drama. Now an Ash versus Freddy versus Jason, that would be a better idea. Thoughts? I mean anything's better than a prequel to his mother being a psycho. So yeah, I mean, I get. What do you think? I mean,
yeah, same. I mean, I think that's why I said earlier I'd much rather watch a Jason versus Freddy versus Michael Myers versus Hellraiser. Just throw them all in there, and make some crazy story up.
Yeah. Coach.
I don't want this. I think I've made it very clear. I don't want this. I'm not going to watch it. Not interested. I think it's a bad idea. I think that they don't have enough creativity in Hollywood to handle it well. Yeah. I don't know why you would even try this. I don't think you can bring him back at all. I don't think you can have Vorhees in this in any way. It's a prequel. I mean, are they going to show him drowning at the very first episode? What are they going to do? I mean,
maybe that end with it. Maybe that end with him drowning. Maybe it'll be. Maybe this will be right. This series will be every single week. Jason gets a little bit closer to a body of water, and everyone's like, "Oh, is he going to drown this week?" No. Oh, he gets closer to a puddle. Oh my god, is he going to drown? No. Until the very end, and then he drowns.
Yeah, I think you're giving them too much credit, but okay.
And I'm just fucking around. It's just fun.
I'm hating this like nobody could possibly even understand how much I'm hating it.
God, yeah, it's lame.
I'm seething to my soul.